If you're a new Amazon FBA seller, this video is going to save you a lot of time and headache because I'm going to be breaking down the top 3 misunderstandings for Amazon FBA beginners. Let's get into it. All right, so just a few short years ago, I was in your shoes, a new seller starting from zero. Now fast forward to where I'm at. I have a business where I'm doing over $100,000 every single month. I'm going to show you guys inside my screen. This is my main Amazon seller account that has done just over $72,000 in the last 30 days. And my second account has done just over $62,000. So I understand the process from 0 to 7 figures. And I'll tell you that in that process, I've come to learn and come across a lot of misunderstandings and a lot of confusion that us new Amazon sellers have versus where I'm at currently. And I want to save you a lot of time and headache and hassle and just help you avoid those misunderstandings. So that's the purpose of this video. So if you guys are interested in what I have to say, please do me a favor, subscribe, like the video, drop a comment. Your support means the world. And we're just going to dive right into it. We're going to be talking about the first and biggest misunderstanding, and it has to do with the Amazon FBA business model in as a whole. So when people say Amazon FBA, they refer to selling on Amazon via FBA, which stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. But you can do FBA in a lot of different models. So there's 3 main business models on the Amazon marketplace. There's arbitrage, which that is where you go to Walmart, Target, buy stuff on clearance, you buy low, you sell high. There's wholesale, that is where you find distributors and you partner with name brand products and you order them in bulk and you resell them on Amazon. Again, all of these models, you use the FBA business model. You have Amazon do the fulfillment. And then the last one, which is what I do, is called private label. And this is where I build a brand, I find a product, I find a manufacturer, and I build from the ground up. And I own a tangible, sellable asset. And so for me, out of the 3 business models, each of them have their pros and cons, but for me, I take private label all day long because the profit margins are better. And at the end of the day, when it comes to you wanting to be done, you can sell your business. It is impossible to sell a wholesale or an arbitrage business. They're just not a sellable asset. So why would I spend hours and hours and hours trying to build a business that's not sellable? So for me, I'm going to take private label all day long. And that is a massive misunderstanding that sellers have, or people looking to sell, is they don't even understand the different types of business models within the Amazon FBA space. So when you see and hear Amazon FBA, that could mean private label, that could mean wholesale, that could mean arbitrage. Depending on what you want to do is going to obviously depend what the next steps are going to be. But that is the biggest misunderstanding, and I hope that saves you a lot of time, a lot of headache, a lot of hassle, because a lot of people are confused about that. So that's the first thing. The second misunderstanding is so many people think that they can start Amazon FBA with $0. And this goes for any business model. And more specifically for private label, they think, oh, I'm just going to launch a product for a couple $100 and I'm going to turn it into $1 million overnight. And I hate to break it to you, but you are going to need to have some capital to invest in your business. Money just doesn't come out of thin air. Money just doesn't grow on trees. And in order to make money, you have to have money. And so many people are scared to invest in themselves, in their business. But that's just the reality of making money and being successful, is you have to start from somewhere. Now, there are people that start with lower budgets than others. And there are people in certain circumstances where they have a couple $1,000 and they slowly grow it to a couple $100,000 to then $1 million. And you can totally do that, but you need to have the right expectation. And this is kind of part 2 of that second misunderstanding, is having the expectation of understanding, okay, if you have $2,000, you have to realistically understand that you can't turn that $2,000 into $1 million in 30 days. That is physically impossible. And if you can do that, you will be the richest man on this planet. But there is nobody that can turn 2,000 into $1 million in 30 days. It's just not a thing. And so you need to understand that if you got a low budget, let's say $1,000, $2,000, it's going to take months, years to get to that 7-figure mark. Whereas if you're starting with, let's say, 5-10 grand, that's gonna, you're starting 10 times quicker, and you have that much more capital to deploy to buy more inventory and to scale that much bigger because you have more starting capital. So set expectations properly depending on the amount of capital that you have, and understand going into the business, you do need to have money in order to make money. So if you have a couple $100, then selling on Amazon is probably not the best fit for you. And what I would recommend is there's other side hustles and other things that you can do that, for me, again, are side hustles. They're not legitimate businesses, but they are opportunities to go out and make $1,000 there, $1,000 there, and then little by little you can start saving money to then deploy into your business. So that's the second misunderstanding for new sellers, is they just don't understand that it does require money to start a successful FBA business. All right, and the third and last misunderstanding for new Amazon sellers is everyone thinks that you just find a product, you find a manufacturer on Alibaba, you slap a logo on it, you order 500 units, you send it to Amazon, and boom, you're printing money just overnight. And I hate to break it to you, there is a lot more to the business model than that. And I wish it was that simple, but there is and are more steps to the process. And you can't just expect to do the bare minimum and get massive results. You get out what you put in. And you need to understand going into it, it is going to take time. You're building an actual business. So many people, again, talking about starting from $0 to $1 million, a lot of times people think, oh, well, it requires zero effort and I'm going to make $1 million. But if it was like that, then everyone would be millionaires. But it's not. You have to be willing to put in the work and learn the entire process before you make that $1 million. So many people want to earn, but they're not willing to learn. You guys get it? You've got to learn before you earn. And that is a massive misunderstanding. And so many people just jump into it and they're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna, in 30 days, I'm gonna be making 20, 30, 50, $100,000 a month. But you can't make that if you don't even understand the ins and outs of the business, and if you don't even understand how to find a product, how to manufacture a product, how to improve the product, if you don't know how to launch the product. And again, that's a big misunderstanding is, yes, Amazon is the largest marketplace in the world, and you can't just expect to just launch some random product and it just sell itself. You've got to have legitimate strategies and techniques to launch and rank that product to page 1. And so just go into the business understanding that there is a learning curve. There are certain things that you need to learn before you go out and start printing money selling on Amazon. So if there is somebody out there telling you, oh, it's all you need to do is this, there is a lot more to do than just this. And matter of fact, I want to help you through this. Now, there's more steps to it, but I want to help you through the entire A to Z process. I want to help you find your first product. Matter of fact, we can actually find the product for you, and we'll show you how to improve it. We'll show you how to manufacture it. We'll show you how to send it to Amazon. We'll show you how to launch it, rank it, and basically from there, it's just rinse and repeat. We'll take you through the entire process. And if that interests you, you can click the link down below. You can fill out an application. We can get on a call. We'll see if we're a good fit, and we would love to work with you. So those are the 3 biggest misunderstandings. I will quickly recap them. Number 1, Amazon FBA. There's wholesale, private label, arbitrage. Understand there are 3 different types of models when it comes to selling on Amazon. Number 2, don't expect to start an Amazon FBA business with $0. You have to have money in order to make money. And number 3, there's more to the process than literally just slapping a logo on the product, selling on Amazon, and making millions of dollars. There's more to the business. It's not as complicated as what most people would think, but it's not as simple as what new Amazon sellers think. So those are the 3 misunderstandings. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys did, please do me a favor, like the video, drop a comment. Please show some support. You guys can reach out to me on Instagram. I'll put a bunch of resources down below. I just want to say thank you so much, and we will see you in the next video.